A very good evening to one and all gathered here. We, the team of Mural Lectures, IIT Madras, welcome you to the inaugural fireside chat, Checkmating the Limits, a Grandmaster's Journey. I humbly request the audience to keep their mobile phones on silent mode to avoid any disturbances. To mark the beginning of this year's lecture series, I invite Bhargavi, the student head of Mural Lectures, to introduce the EML lecture series 2024-25.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mural Lectures, the flagship lecture demonstration series of IIT Madras. Established in early 1980s, EML was born for the visionary efforts of a group of students with the support and encouragement of Institute. As we celebrate our 43rd anniversary, we reflect on the remarkable journey that spanned over 4 decades. From its humble beginning as a student-led initiative, EML has evolved into a prestigious platform that enriches the learning experience of our students outside the classrooms. Over the past 42 years, we have been privileged to host an extraordinary lineup of experts, speakers, and visionaries from diverse fields. These distinguished individuals have shared their invaluable experiences, inspired and ignited passion within our student community. Our esteemed speakers have included great minds like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, A.R. Rahman, Srimati Nirmala Sitaraman, Vishwanathan Anand, Mr. Venkaya Naidu, ISRO Chairman S. Somnath, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, Mr. S.S. Rajmouli, and many more. As we embark on this year's journey, we are thrilled to kick off with this power-packed session marking the commencement of our tenure. Join us as we engage with individuals who have not only made history but also shaped the future of our humanity. Thank you and welcome to the EML.
Today, we have with us Gukesh, who is widely known as one of the youngest and most talented chess grandmasters in the world and has made significant strides in chess community at an exceptionally young age. Born in 2006, Gukesh became the second youngest grandmaster in the history in January 2019 at the age of 12 years, 7 months and 17 days. Numerous accolades and victories in both national and international tournaments have marked his rapid rise in the chess world. Gukesh's strategic prowess and dedication to the game have earned him a spot among the elite players globally. He represented India in the prestigious Chess Olympiad and has constantly been a top performer in various championships, showcasing his exceptional skills and strategic acumen. Beyond his tournament successes, Gukesh is known for his analytical approach to chess, which has contributed to sport development through various initiatives. As a role model for young aspiring chess players, Gukesh continues to inspire with his dedication, discipline, and passion for chess. I invite Dean of Student Professor Satyanarayanan Gumari and Faculty Advisor of EML Professor Basavaraj to present Gukesh and his parents with Angavastaram. I invite Mr. Gukesh and the moderator for the fireside chat, Sarthak and Sonia, to occupy their seats on the stage.
Hello, Gukesh. Welcome to IIT Madras. This being your first This being your first visit to the campus, we are curious to know about your first impressions on the campus. How do you like it?
Hi, first of all, um, it's a great honor for me to be here. Um, I have to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity to be in this campus and to interact and meet with a lot of people. I was really excited to come here. I mean, my first impressions are just that IIT Madras is just mind blowing. It's the place and the people I've interacted with so far. I mean, all the nature that I've been seeing while on walks and coming here. It's amazing and I'm really having a great time. So thank you so much.
Hello. So, we all are really keen to know that how a grandmaster's journey actually begins. So, how did you encounter chess for the first time, and what exactly inspired you to start your chess journey?
Um, it was it was a very normal way of anyone who's starting to play sports. I saw my parents and my some of my family members play chess as a hobby, like like we play carom or snake and ladder, something like that. And then I was just as a kid, I was just curious about the game. And then when I was around 6.5, 7 years old, I was fortunate that there was a summer camp in my school, and in general, my parents wanted me to enroll in a lot of activities and try out a lot of stuff. And we were lucky that I enrolled in chess, and the teachers there, they thought I'm really interested in the game. I'm really focused, and I have um, some gift of playing chess. So they advised me to take it a bit further, and to be honest, it started out in a normal way, and then I was just lucky in so many ways to meet, to have the best coaches at the right time, and to have such a great support from my parents, my family. So, uh, that's how it started, and I'm glad it started.
Would you like to share any interesting story or anecdote from your early days of chess?
Sure. Like one of the things that I remember, one of the first motivating things for me was when I was in this summer camp in my school. There was a teacher, Mr. Venugopal sir. He was it was like group sessions, and he came up with many creative ideas to like develop the interest of chess, at the starting level. So he came up with the idea that he will, at the end of a class, he would just give us like a printout or some book with a few puzzles that we are supposed to solve. And he will put up a challenge, like whoever solves these puzzles the first, gets like a little gift, like a chocolate or like a pen, or something small. And I remember I used to be so motivated by that. And and like I used to sit late nights. I used to finish my school homework, and I used to spend all my night focusing on the puzzles, solving it as quickly as possible. And then the next day I usually go and I usually was the first person to give the answers, and I used to get all the gifts, and the other kids were quite angry about it, but I was quite happy.
So, Gukesh, by now you must have played thousands of games and analyzed many more. What is that one game that has particularly inspired you or has had a significant impact on your career?
Um, sure, there are a lot of games that I can think of. Mainly some games played by great champions like Vishy sir or Bobby Fischer in the past. I remember one game that just really played a huge impact on me in my very early days was, I mean, in my early days, and then it remained a favorite of mine for a long time. Was a game from I think 2013. I'm not sure if it was 2013 or 2014, but it was a game between Levon Aronian and Vishwanathan Anand sir. And Vishwanathan Anand sir came up with this idea of sacrificing like a couple of pieces to create a brilliant attack on the opponent, and it played a huge role on me. It played a huge impact on me, and it's just a game that whenever I look at it, I feel joy.
So, if you had the opportunity to go back and replay any one of your games, which game would it be?
Replay any of my own games.
Your own games.
I've had a few memorable games, but one game that was really special for me was probably in the candidates that I played like a few months back. It was the 12th round, and I was in a must-win situation. Like I had to win to have good chances of finishing in the first place. And I think I played one of my best games ever, and it was such a clutch performance on that day. And I think, the more than the game, the way I felt during the game, I was in a flow state, as they say. It was such a memorable, and it's probably the best time I've had in my life while playing a chess game. So yeah, I would really like to relive that moment.
Yeah, that was interesting to know. Could you take us through your typical pre-match preparations? As in, how do you mentally as well as physically prepare yourself before any high-stakes tournament?
Yeah, it's like it depends. My routine depends on whether I'm at home or in training camps or during tournaments. So when I'm at home, I try to have a balanced day of like pure chess training and some physical physical training and some mental health exercises. Um, and at home, the chess part is usually a bit more relaxed. But during tournaments, it's fully about chess. My other other things are a bit less important because there is a clear goal, clear game in front of us, and we need to prepare the best way possible. So during tournaments, I would say I prepare twice before a game for around 3 hours in total. Um, I mean, as soon as I finish the game, I try to cool off a bit with some, stretching or yoga, some kind of relaxing exercises, and then I go to prepare, and then as soon as I wake up the next morning, I prepare again, and then I take a nap and go to the game. So during tournaments, it's quite hectic, but at home, I try to be a bit more relaxed so that I'm also not burning myself out.
Does the format of your preparation also depend on the format of the game?
For sure. More than the format of the game, it also depends on the opponent that I'm playing against. Because obviously each player is different and you need to uh, prepare in a specific way against certain opponents, and especially at the top level where you play against the same players over and over again, you kind of understand them better and you kind of change yourself to suit their styles and how to pose problems for them. So yeah, it surely changes. Pretty much for every game, it changes the way I prepare.
Since we are discussing about preparations, distraction is definitely one of the most crucial factors in the equation. How do you perceive social media as a distraction, considering that you are a huge public figure at a very young age?
So basically, so far I don't have any social media on my phone. I do have some handles, but it's managed by my team. I check very rarely if it's something important, then my team lets me know. But I do not really have any Insta or Twitter or anything like that, and sometimes I'm on YouTube, but it's mostly for listening songs or something like that. But yeah, for sure there are some distractions, and whenever uh, yeah, you feel like you're getting. Whenever I feel like I'm getting distracted, I just take the steps to block out those things and focus on chess. And some distractions are also good to have, I guess, because you can't be uh, just fully into chess. It's something that I did earlier, but I think nowadays I'm realizing chess is not everything in life. So, yeah.
Considering the competitiveness of the game and its growing popularity, what resources or materials do you utilize for your preparations? And also, is there any particular player whose gaming style inspires you the most and you love to analyze their games?
Yeah. So, firstly, the player that inspires me, or um, the players' games I really love to analyze are, Magnus Carlsen right now. He's the best player in the. Yeah, he's the best player in the world and probably the greatest player of all time. And I've had the privilege of playing against him a few times, and yeah, his games. Yeah, his games for sure motivate not only me but pretty much every chess player in the world. Um, and I mean, what kind of things I use to prepare? There are some chess softwares. The most common is, chess base. I think any serious chess player uses that, and it's in general it's quite. I would say it's quite different from preparing for any other sport because it's more like um, I mean, especially when you're preparing before a game, it's more uh, analytical. Like you analyze a few of your opponent's games and you try to come up with ideas where you can create problems for your opponent. So nowadays, pretty much in most of the games at the top level, the players know basically not exactly, but what they are supposed to do in a certain type of position well into the game. Like for 20 moves, we already know what we are doing, and then we start thinking on our own, and yeah, uh, it's quite analytical, but also it's important that you grow your knowledge and not only play against your opponent, but also improve your own games.
I'm pretty sure that was very informative for all the chess enthusiasts here. So, coming to the technical aspects of the game, to what extent do you incorporate chess engines in your preparation? And do you think computerized engines have made the games more predictable or more foreseeable?
Yeah, it's one of the most interesting topics in chess, the chess computers. So till a few years back, I mean, even when I became a grandmaster, I had hardly used chess engines. But I mean, it was more like an experiment, and then like once I got some kind of basic understanding of the game, then I started using chess engines. And nowadays, at the at any level, but especially at the top level, I think um, it's pretty much necessary that you use engines because I think chess. I mean, engines have just made chess like made people understand chess in a very deep way. And yeah, it's there are some drawbacks, like because of engines, the amount of knowledge and the amount of theoretical knowledge is just huge. And I mean, uh, it's it's very hard to create something completely new, that something that has never seen before on by yourself, because most of the time the computer refutes it and the players know all the refutations. But but the good side about chess engines is that it shows us a part of chess that humans would never think about. Like for example, the concepts that AlphaZero has come up with. I mean, AlphaZero is uh, a program that the company DeepMind came up with, and it's basically a self-learning program where it played millions of games against itself, and it came up with completely new perspectives of chess, and it completely changed what humans have thought about chess for like thousands of years. So um, yeah, I think using engines to a certain degree is surely helpful because we understand chess in a deeper way, but it should also be kept to a limit, because after all, when you go to the game, it's you who are playing the game, and it's um, practical skills are also very important.
Moving on, in chess, as with any other game, you experience both victories and defeats. How do you deal with setbacks, and what strategies do you employ in order to learn from your previous losses, thus fostering your improvement in the upcoming matches?
Yeah, setbacks is something that all of us have to deal with in any kind of fields, but especially in sports, uh, you need this ability to recover quickly because there's something happening all the time. I mean, once you play a bad tournament, the next tournament is a few days away, and you have to get yourself together. And I used to be like very bad at it. I mean, I used to be like very emotional and very upset whenever I lose a game or play a game that I thought that I was not happy about, and it slowly started affecting. I mean, if I lose a game, we had this uh, kind of rule that my parents came up with, that if I lose a game, then the next few games are usually the most dangerous ones, because I take the same losses to the next game and it usually goes bad. But then I think partly what helped me was starting some mental exercises like meditating every day, some pranayama, stuff like that. And also, there are, I mean, once you start experiencing like painful losses, like something something going extremely wrong, and you feel bad, and you have to play a game the next morning, you kind of get these experiences, and then you slowly start getting better with handling those situations. So I think for me, it was a bit of maturity and some good practices, but it's still something that I mean I'm working on, and pretty much every chess player, pretty much anyone in any field is working on. And some of the things I do, like after playing a bad game, I try to like analyze it, and I not very deeply, because I usually have a game to play quickly, but I try to go over it briefly in my head. I try to think where I could have done better. And then I just tell myself, okay, what is the most important thing in this moment? It's the next game. So I start thinking about it. And then once you start thinking about what's important now, you slowly start forgetting about, um, like, you slowly start forgetting about the past. Yeah.
You You told us some time ago that now you're slowly realizing that chess is not the only thing in life, or not everything in life. And also keeping in mind the intensity and the magnitude of the games that you play, what are some other activities that you engage yourself in that sort of refresh your mind and maybe gear you up for the upcoming matches or tournaments?
Yeah. Chess is like, I mean, the most uh, most of my time is dedicated to chess, obviously. But yeah, I try to have some kind of balance. It's very hard to do, but I try to have a balance. I mean, I have some hobbies, like mostly it's related to sports. Whenever possible, I try to uh, play sports like squash or tennis. I mean, any sport I can find, basically. Um, and I think that kind of like takes my mind away from chess, because when something's happening so fast, you can't really think about some chess moves in your head. So that is one thing I really enjoy, and I think something that has really helped me. And I also have a few other hobbies, like reading. I mean, not a lot, but I read some kind of uh, non-chess books, some stories, stuff like that. And I mean, I try to keep my hobbies as healthy as possible, but I also really like watching some series stuff, which is not very healthy, but I think that I can afford it.
Delving deep into your incredible journey, could you give insights on the crucial and significant role played by your family in this beautiful journey?
Sure. Um, yeah, I I have to start by saying, I mean, without the support that I have been very fortunate to have, be it my family, my friends, or my trainers, I mean, all the well wishers, I couldn't have been here. And it started with my parents sacrificing a lot for my career. I mean, uh, firstly, they had to make this very tough decision to allow me to drop out of school and focus fully on chess. We took, I mean, my parents took that decision a few years back. I was too young to take that decision at that point, so it was a brave decision for them, and yeah, I'm just grateful for grateful to them for letting me do something that I'm passionate about and something that I'm also good at. Not a lot of people have this have this privilege, so I'm grateful for that. And in many ways, my mother supports me. Like whenever I play a bad game or a bad tournament, she's always saying positive things and always giving positive thoughts. And I think the emotional side is also uh, very crucial to the emotional support that you have is also very crucial. So mainly my parents, but my family, my friends, like to give you an example, around the time I was trying to become a grandmaster, I was trying to break the record of becoming the youngest grandmaster ever. It's around 2018, I think, and at that time, because my father had to pretty much quit his practice to support, I mean, to travel with me and to support uh, my career. There were some, and considering that there was no sponsors at that time, and we had to travel a lot and train well. We had some financial problems, and it was actually my parents. So my parents were college mates. So my parents' college mates, their batchmates, they decided to step forward, and they, without any expectations in return, they decided to help financially, and that was something huge because it allowed us to travel to tournaments and play the best tournaments out there to get the norms and try to break the record. And other than just financial support, they have been incredibly supportive to me. Like, I mean, whenever I need a break from chess, I just meet them and I have a lot of fun, and it motivates me to work even harder when I come back to chess. And the kind of emotional support that all these people have shown me, and the trainers, the kind of work they do for me, the kind of uh, faith they have in me, it's incredible, and I'm just fortunate to have these people in my life. So yeah.
Besides your family, how is your dynamic with your friends? Could you take us more through that?
um, sure. um, it's Firstly, it's very hard to um, maintain. It's very hard to spend time with non-chess friends that I have, because there are like long breaks where I'm traveling and they're back home, and it's challenging. But I do have some like family friends. I mean, um, there are some people that I really enjoy spending time with. And uh, other than that, I don't have like a lot of friends back home, but I do have some friends in the chess world, and they teach me a lot of things. And I mean, I'm not like a very social person. I have like a small group of friends, and I try to stick with them. But yeah, the people who are like who I feel close to, I mean, their support has been incredible, and the time I spend with them, I mean, apart from my like chess performances, is the best time I have in my life. So yeah, it's very important, I think, to have you know, some people who you feel close to, and you can talk. Talk about things to. So yeah.
Considering that India has produced so many young grandmasters during the recent years and so many more people taking up chess, how does it feel to have all these young people along with you and growing together with all of them? And where do you see the future of chess going when so many young prodigies like you are coming up?
Yeah, it's firstly um, the kind of competition that I have, like beat my beat youngsters uh, from India or from any other country. I think it's really important to the general growth of myself and my rivals. I For example, in India, there are a few people who are from my generation, like Prag and Arjun and all these all these guys. I mean, they are brilliant chess players and very good, you know, very good people. I I'm not like very close to them, but we have we have good relations. Pretty much all the competitors, we have good relations, and when we are on the board, we fight and we try to kill each other, and then when we are not playing chess, we are quite friendly. So I think this kind of healthy rivalry is very important. I mean, so for someone achieves something big, it automatically motivates the others to work harder and to improve their game. And I think this happens like a cycle, and pretty much all the competitors, they push each other and we grow together. And although we want individual things, I think this um growth as a group we have is like very nice. And Indian chess especially, there are a lot of youngsters and lot of scope for talent. So I think we are on a very good path, and I hope it's even bigger in the future.
IIT Madras also has a very strong chess culture, and many of the students here look up to you and the other young grandmasters as well. So, do you have any, not advice per se, but do you have anything to say to our chess enthusiasts here?
Yeah, I was glad to know. I mean, I was recently talking with some friends from the chess world, and they were just telling me about the kind of uh, chess culture there is in IIT Madras, be it the clubs or the players or the general support for chess. I mean, one of the tournaments, one of the best tournaments in Chennai is the Shastra Rapid event, and I think you know and I'm really glad to see that IIT Madras, such an you know privileged institute, and such a huge community support chess, and they're quite passionate about it. And um, yeah, even when I came here, we were just chatting. I could see some I was chatting with some people from the chess club, and I could see the passion. So it's really great to see, and I hope chess is even bigger, gets even bigger in IIT Madras. And yeah, it's lovely to see the kind of love for chess there is.
It was really great conversing with you. And now we have a rapid fire round for you, which we hope will catch you off guard.
Okay.
So,
So, Gukesh, let's begin. Best chess format.
Classical.
Who do you like playing against the most? Magnus, Fabi, or Hikaru?
Magnus.
Favorite opening? Favorite opening, white or black? Favorite opening, white or black?
Uh, I don't have one, but it was previously the London. So
Over the board or an online game?
Over the board.
Training with an engine or training with a grandmaster?
I could hear Grandmaster, but I mean, it also depends on the Grandmaster. I guess.
Magnus or Vishy?
Uh, um, okay, it depends on what context. Like, so, I mean, as a role model, as a player, and as a person, and as someone. I mean, I started playing chess partly because of Vishy, sir. We all started playing chess because of him. So, as a role model, I mean, as a person, Vishy, sir. Right now, as a probably in pure chess terms, it's probably Magnus. Yeah.
E4 or D4?
I've been like a D4 player most of my life, so D4.
Favorite opening to play?
Sorry?
Favorite opening to play?
So it was previously the London, but right now I currently don't. I mean, I have some openings that I like, but nothing favorite as such.
If you get a chance to start over again, would you still choose chess or something else?
I would choose chess. Yeah.
If you want to swap places with any other player for a day, who would that be?
It would be cool to be Magnus for a day. I mean, you could. I mean, if not for anything else, you can just steal his files and then go back.
If you had the power, which chess rule would you want to change in your favor?
So this is a tricky question, but I mean, there are a lot of experiments that has been tried. Like some people consider stalemate to be a stupid rule because I mean, basically the majority of the games with stalemate, one side has a advantage. So some say that stalemate should be considered a win, and I would really like to see some new chess piece, like let's say a piece with the combined power of a queen and a knight.
Any favorite dish or cuisine that you like?
So recently, I've started trying different Asian cuisines. I mean, mostly I've been with Indian food, and I don't really experiment a lot. But recently, I've started liking some Thai or Vietnamese food.
It's a bit irrelevant, but I would still like to ask you, Messi or Ronaldo?
It was Ronaldo, but right now it's Messi. and I know that Ronaldo fans are like don't go well with Messi fans, but I think both of them are great, and just my current preference is Messi.
TV shows or movies?
TV shows.
Which other sports do you like to play?
Right now it's squash and any any racket sports I like actually. Badminton, tennis, anything.
Most memorable game of your career so far?
Yeah, one of the games I mentioned was the 12th round against candidates, but something else could be probably the fifth round in the. I don't remember if it was fifth or sixth, but yeah, one of these rounds in the Olympiad in 2022.
Okay, this brings us to the end of the Fireside Chat. Thank you so much. It was really great talking with you. And now I'm pretty sure the audience is very eager to have a direct interaction with you. So now we open the floor to audience questions.
In the last round of candidates, you were just zero point 0.5 points ahead of Hikaru, Fabi and Nepo. So were you like playing for a win or a draw because you had white and considering that Hikaru was one of the best, if not the best, defensive players?
Yeah, this was one of the things that was on my mind. I mean, it was a very high pressure situation, and in these situations, there are a lot of things going on your head. And I was considering. I mean, in general, if you're half a point ahead, you generally try to play it solid. But the problem in that situation was that Fabi and Nepo were playing against each other, and it was a must-win for both of them. So I expected it was very likely that there will be a decisive result. So I was thinking whether I should go for it in the classical round, and I was seriously considering it. But my trainer, I mean, he just said that don't think about the result, just go and play a good game. That's what brought you here. And so in the last round, I did not really think about the result. I was just trying to play a good game, the best move in each position. And it, I made a draw, and it was very close to going to tie breaks. But yeah, uh, I was quite lucky that the other game ended in a draw as well. So I guess the best thing to do is just to play a good game.
One more and the World Championship, as you all know, it's in Singapore. So would you have had an edge if it was in Delhi or Chennai?
Uh, it's hard to say who would have had the competitive edge, but for me, it doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, the place where I'm playing, I just thought that Chennai would be cool because it will also develop the chess interest in the state and in the country. But I mean, for sure, Singapore is also a very nice. Okay. Singapore is also very nice to play and a very nice place to play. And yeah, I'm glad to be able to compete at the World Championship, no matter where it is.
All the best for the World Championship.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
You started playing chess at a very young age, but there are a lot of chess enthusiasts just started very lately, but wanna be a chess master or to reach great position. Can you just give an advice for the players who started very lately?
Um, yeah. In general, I mean, when I started, I think 6.5, 7 was the normal time to start. But right now, I think most of the kids start around like 4 or 5, and it's incredible to see. But I understand there are some there are some players who happen to start late. Either they discover chess late, or I mean different reasons. But I think the general rules are if you really like something, if you're really passionate and you're ready to put in the effort, then it shouldn't the age shouldn't really matter. I mean, there are probably more challenges that way, but yeah, I think the ground rules are just to be passionate, to enjoy what you're doing, and to work hard. So yeah, that's what I think.
Hi, Gukesh. You're
Hello.
already like the youngest challenger, so good luck from IIT Madras to become the youngest world champion.
Thank you.
So I know you can't divulge prep at all, but I still have to ask, could you give us, maybe you could just answer yes or no. Do you have any inside scoop on who Grandmaster Dinglajan's team of seconds are, or what openings to anticipate? Like, you don't have to give us details, but just like yes or no. Are you having like an espionage system, kind of like looking out for prep?
I mean, I can say that if I had some spice on the inside, I probably wouldn't say it on camera. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello. Hi, Gukesh.
Hey.
I'm a parent here, and I was a chess player myself. I'm a contemporary of Anand, Divyendra Barua, and Anup Deshmukh, and all that. And I just wanted to first, I'll give a comment and then I'll ask a question. The first thing is, I have seen in you something unique that I did not find even in Anand. I played two nationals with Anand. You are unbelievably zen. Okay, you are so cool, and you handle pressure than anybody else I've seen ever. And I've been following you for the last 8, 9 years since you were a child. So I know almost every single game of yours.
Oh, wow. That's really nice to know.
In fact, I actually tried to contact your dad through one of his ex-colleagues, and he has been telling me, Dr. Ravi Shankar, he said, I'll get you in contact with Gukesh. Don't worry. And it so happened that my daughter just joined 1 week ago into IIT, and I get a chance to meet your dad as well as you.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, I really, it's an honor to meet you. And I definitely believe you'll beat Dean Loren. I've watched him play of late. His form is not that great, and your form is just going through the roof. And I have enormous confidence. Maybe I'm a little overconfident, but that's okay. I just want to ask you, what do you think about freestyle chess? Because I love that format that's coming up recently, and I followed you playing that. And what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's uh, one of the most popular variants of chess there is. I mean, it started with Fischer, and it gained a bit of popularity, I think, in around 2015 when they had a world championship in Reykjavik. But then this, the concept of freestyle chess, the one that Jan and Magnus came up with, I think this is a great concept, and I am really supportive of that. Um, I mean, till now it's one of these tournaments has happened in Germany, and I really enjoyed being a part of it. And the games, I mean, every time you get a new position and you have to think from move one, which basically never happens in normal chess. So it shows the different kind of chess where there's, I mean, very less importance for theoretical knowledge, but you just, use your pure chess skills, your calculation, your intuitive skills right from the start. And I think it's very, interesting for the players and also for the fans, because the fans, they see that even the players don't understand what they're doing, and it feels like they're connected to the players more. And I would really love to see more tournaments, and I would really love to take part in more of these events. I still don't see it like completely taking over the normal the standard chess, but it would be a great addition to chess in my opinion.
I request the Dean of Students, Professor Satyanarayanan Gumadi, and Professor Basavaraj to present Gukesh with a memento and his parents with Angavastaram.
Once again, thank you so much. It was really great interacting with you, and I hope you had a good time here.
Yeah, I had a lovely time, and thank you so much for hosting me here. It's my pleasure.
I'll To honor his remarkable success and unwavering dedication to the game, the 3D Printing Club has crafted a special gift for Gukesh. This 3D printed king symbolizes not just his mastery on chessboard, but also mark his excellence. With this, we come to the end of this fireside chat. We thank each one of you for joining us today. Thank you. Thank you all.